Everybody can hear me. Again, my name is Rob Petty. I am the area sales manager for China Airlines here in the Midwest, and I'm located in the suburbs of Chicago, just right there at the airport at O'Hare. I appreciate Greg's opportunity to present this information to you today, and I hope that it'll stick with you as you go forth and hopefully book some China Airlines seats. So with that, I'll go ahead and start. And let's see, there we go. So I want to start off by just giving a little background about China Airlines. We are China Airlines, but we are from the island of Taiwan. And I know that there are many, many Chinese carriers to remember. The meme that I always tell agents to remember us by is that we are CI from the island of Taiwan. Everything that we have goes into Taipei, Taiwan, and we've been around for just shy of 60 years, so we're pretty proud of that. We have quite a few destinations that we'll touch on here very briefly in just a second, and let you know that we're the proud owners of a bunch of new Airbus A350-900 aircraft, as well as 777-300ERs that do the majority of our long-haul routes. Our A350s are serving throughout Europe, also into Ontario and Honolulu. So we do have, by many stretches, most of the world covered. All right, next slide. When we think about China Airlines, we want to think about how we are connected, who we are connected to. We are a member of the Star Alliance. Delta is the key player in that alliance, of course. We have SPAs or interlined agreements with Delta to the smaller regional cities. And I want to be clear that though they have some exceptions, we do not have the alliances from Minneapolis, Salt Lake City, or Atlanta. But we do have some other opportunities to connect from Minneapolis. Sun Country, SY, is our main partner, and from O'Hare, it's Alaskan. You might know that Virgin America and Alaskan had recently merged. Our SPA was with Virgin. It is now with Alaskan. But as a member of Star Alliance, we do give our travelers the perks of SkyTeam membership. One of them is Sky Priority. With that, you get the priorities of checking in and boarding and baggage claim. So that's important for some of your passengers. Now, myself, being here in the Midwest, I focus on shifting people to the West Coast. So my boss sits in San Francisco, so I do focus on the LA, San Francisco, and Ontario routes. But just to know that we also do have the Vancouver route, the JFK route, and the Honolulu route. At the bottom of your screen there, you can see the details of the equipment that we fly. Again, the majority of our trans-Pacific routes are using 777, the 777-300ER, and the Ontario and the Honolulu route is the Airbus A350-9. We're daily to from most of our hubs, but 4 times a week from JFK, 2 times a week from Honolulu. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Just a bit of a visual. Of course, you all know where these cities are. We added Ontario as our newest hub in March of this past year, 2018. It's been doing pretty well. We're the only international carrier that flies from Ontario. How that came about is the city fathers there in Ontario reached out to Taipei Taoyuan, where the airport is located, and they reached an agreement, and we began serving Ontario in March. Okay. Now we cover quite a bit of Asia. The Southeast Asia part, we've got it well covered. We have very good connections into Denpasar. Some of our very popular routes from Minneapolis are Bangkok and Saigon, Hanoi as well. But we've got Delhi there, we've pretty much got most of the major destinations, including Manila. They're served very well. They're good connecting times into Southeast Asia. Now, we also serve Northeast Asia, and that is primarily Japan. Of course, Seoul fly into Incheon as well, but with the history between Taiwan and Japan, there is a very close relationship between the two countries and between the citizens of Taiwan and Japan, so we do serve quite a few cities in Japan. Now, we also serve pretty much everywhere in mainland China, from Urumqi up there in the far northwest, all the way down to Sanya and Haikou down below south there, Guangzhou, Nanchang, Hefei, Dalian, everywhere throughout China, we can get you there if you're willing to go through Taipei. And again, that is Taipei Taoyuan. There is another airport in Taipei called Songshan, and that is the domestic airport. Everything that flies from North America goes into Taipei Taoyuan, just to be clear. And our Europe route is the newest to expand. We've recently added London. Now that is Gatwick. We're flying into Gatwick. And the majority of these routes are flying the new Airbus A350-900. Now this Airbus A350-900, we just call it the A359 or just simply the 359. It is Airbus's answer to the Boeing 787. If you know anything about the 787, you might have heard that it is, first of all, not made of metal. It is composite construction. That lends quite a few benefits. It's lighter, it's more fuel efficient, and it is very, very quiet. I was quite fortunate to take the inaugural route from San Francisco to Taipei when San Francisco had that briefly. In business class, it is amazingly quiet. It is amazingly quiet. And beyond that, because of the composite construction, you can rest assured that you will not be as dried out, and you won't be as, well, what's the word, jet lagged. You know, the number one thing that causes jet lag is dehydration, and it's, you know, you're not going to be as dehydrated with either the Airbus or the 787 because of its composite construction. And everybody wants to know, how is it configured? Okay, it's a 3-class service, premium business, premium economy, regular economy in the back. We have something written there called family couch. We no longer offer family couch. We briefly did when we introduced the A350, but it was a nice concept, but it just did not sell. So I won't touch on that very much other than to point it out because it is here on this, this slide. But up front in business class, it is 1-to-1 with all aisle access. Premium economy, 31 seats. It is at 232 across and 333 in the back there. It's a little bit more spacious in some respects than the 777 that we'll see here in just a moment. It's a smaller airplane, a little bit more spacious due to the layout. And here is the 777. It is 40 business class seats, 62 in premium economy. We call that PY, and 256. Again, you'll see in economy those seats that are painted red. Those were the family couch. Those are no longer offered. Those are just now regular economy seats. But it is, again, up front, 1-to-1 across, 2-4-2 in premium economy, and then 3-4-3 in the back of the airplane. Now, in business class, as you would expect, it is a lie flat product. Business travelers paying the premium price expect that, and we meet that expectation. And it's quite a wide seat. Again, having taken that, I'm 5'10". I could lie flat with no problem. It's 78 inches, so it gives me extra 5 or 6 inches to play with there. Very wide, very flat, very comfortable. And once you lay that thing down, you just go to sleep. I mean, it's just very comfortable. One of the things you note in the top picture there is that reading lamp. As you see the, across the business class, that kind of gives off a very soft look to the entire cabin. Okay, so not only will you enjoy sitting down, relaxing, rest assured once you lie that thing flat, you will definitely be off in Z-land very soon. Some other details here: an 18-inch wide flat screen TV, a very large working table, power ports, and plenty of storage, even a vanity mirror if you need to take a look there. 28-inch wide seats, all right? And again, storage all around. The difference in the two pictures, the purple theme is the Airbus A350, and go back one, that is the 777 right there. Virtually identical in the interior. The only difference would be the lighting is just a little bit more vibrant, a little bit more, a little bit brighter in the Airbus A350-900. Right. In business class, we offer very fine dining with special ceramic porcelain dishes. We have premium amenity kits that are offered to each of our clients. You can rest assured, and I can say this with complete confidence, any Asian carrier, especially China Airlines, will just serve you far and above any other American carrier. If you've taken it, you know what I mean. It is just a very, very nice high-class bit of service there in business class, and actually throughout the entire airplane. Now we have something called a Sky Lounge. A Sky Lounge is where you can get up, you can pour your own cup of coffee, your own glass of wine, grab some books or magazines in either Chinese or English. We do rotate those magazines monthly. So it's a bit of self-serve, so you don't have to wait, to get anything that you need. You can do it yourself. It's just very beautifully appointed. Just a brief comparison between the 777 and the A350. Again, very, very similar. One major difference with the Airbus A350-900 is it has a kind of an over-the-shoulder strap-in harness. It's a bit of a different feeling when you do snap that close. Other than that, very similar. In premium economy, the PY seating, it is its own secluded cabin. These seats have a shellback type of fixture. So when you go to recline, you kind of slide forward. And the key advantage to this is what we've all heard of, the air rage that happens from time to time. We do our bit to prevent that. There's no knocking of the passenger behind you, okay? Simply, slide forward and relax. There are some unique over-the-shoulder reading lamps there as well, all right? And again, this is its own secluded cabin. Another look at premium economy, some of the details there. Fixed back, a 12-inch monitor, audiovisual monitor, the leg rest, multi-position, as you'd expect, electrical outlets and USB, something called seat chat. So let's say that you don't sit next to your significant other or your friends when you travel. You can send text messages and music and share movies with your seatmates. All right, that is something that you can do with seat chat. All right, the seat pitch is 39 inches, and width is 19 in the 777 and 20 inches in the Airbus A350. The booking classes for our PY are W at the highest, U, A, and E, E being the cheapest. A is something that we've recently introduced, and when passengers travel Transpac, book it in A, and then let's say you're going to a destination that is not served by premium economy, then it would be in D David class, okay, upgrade to the business where there is no premium economy. Another look at the premium economy seat. This, again, is in the Airbus A350. Note the glass of champagne or the wine there, sitting there. All right. There are coat hooks, so a person can slip off their jacket, hang it up right there. Very convenient USB ports if you're using your tablet or reader. Again, another comparison between the 777 and the A350. The recline is a little bit greater in the Airbus A350. All right, a little bit wider seat, a little bit more recline. Again, 232 in the A350 versus 242 in the 777. And in the back of the plane, economy class, it is offering what we call slimline seats, and I'm sure that everybody by now knows what a slimline seat is. It's offering maximum, how shall we say, opportunity for the number of passengers in premium in regular economy. All right, plenty of space around your legs though. 11-inch screen, so almost the same size as the premium economy class product screen. All right, 18 inches across, 32 inches of seat pitch for your legs. There we go. Now, when it's time to use the bathroom, you might think that's a minor thing, but really this is a beautiful bathroom. It's wider than normal, brighter than normal, and it's, you know, as moody as a bathroom can be. It's a very nice touch. You know, there's a bit of Chinese painting on the walls there, and just very softly lit with that mood light under the sink there. More details between the different classes, between premium business, premium economy, and regular economy. I won't delve into that too much, just to note that it is there. All right, the 777, again, the differences in monitor size, 18-inch on the business class monitor, 12 and 11 in PY and EY respectively. Note that we do have Wi-Fi throughout the aircraft, and there are, at times, there are different campaigns to have free Wi-Fi if the passenger purchases it, if they sign up through the China Airlines website, and that website is china-airlines.com. Okay. The baggage allowance is by the P system from North America, so 62 inches girth, 45 inches girth for the smaller ones, so 50 pounds each. All right. For your carry-ons, it's 15 pounds. I guess more importantly is that checked baggage is 50 pounds each. And some friendly reminders, just to touch on these very briefly. Wheelchairs, family couch, which we no longer have, special meals. Everything needs to be directly booked in your GDS, your CRS. If it is within 24 hours, please call our customer support number at 800-227-5118. They can then do that for you. Young passengers, there's a $75 escort fee. Child are booked at 75% of the adult fare, infant at 10%. Unaccompanied minors, UMs, apply 100% of the adult fare in all booking classes. A reissue fee is called the tax code XP on new tickets. Intra-Asia net fare tickets must be issued and validated on CI stock. Our stock is 297, and make sure that you use the PEACE system. There are no commissions on intra-Asia or SOTO tickets unless it is from Southeast Asia to TC1. TC1, again, is North America. Also, if you have passengers who are kind of laying over for a short, brief time in Taipei, by going to this website, you can sign them up for a free half-day tour of downtown Taiwan. The airport, Taoyuan Airport, is not too far from downtown, and they can, get their bit of sightseeing in Taipei if they do have the appropriate layover. A couple more friendly reminders. So passengers can now select their seats in advance. They can do this through the website, through you as agents, or by calling me, one of the CI offices. Within 3 days prior, though, it goes into a airport kind of specific airport setting. When this happens, seats may not be able to be assigned, and so passengers are encouraged to do e-check-in and select seats via the website or the mobile website, which we do have, and then they can also have the option of just doing that once they get to the airport at check-in. All right. when the aircraft or the configuration has changed for any reason, they may be the passengers may be reseated automatically, okay, and then they may have a UN or a no, a rejected notice, and it may have happened because simply they are no longer suitable for that new aircraft. All right, they will be reseated, and so do take care if they call and look and see what might have taken place to have this happen. So there may be no seat availability when the flight is nearly full and there's not enough in certain sections. Again, it depends on the type of ticket the passenger buys. I recently had someone who called up and wanted to get assigned the emergency exit because they were rather tall. I was not able to assign that for them because it was the emergency exit. So that's something that China Airlines does not allow. A brief introduction to our fare basis. Every airline has its unique coding. We have ours as well. Just to briefly go over this, the first letter is the booking class, second, seasonality, third is a weekday or weekend. The S would be a saver fare, SD is a direct fare. NP would be promotional with no stopover. PD is promotional with direct. ND is promotional with flight and stopover allowed. On the back end there, you see the flight numbers that might be restricted to. So flight 3, flight 5, flight 7, flight 9, flight 31, etc. And if there's any ticket validity, you can see that in the back there as well. 1Y, 6M, 3M for 6 months and 3 months. That is it, very, very briefly. Now I do have a bit of a video I'd like to show, see if we can get this playing, but you've seen plenty of pictures. I'd like to now show you a video. So let's see if we can do this.
And just a reminder, there is a question panel for you. If you have questions, go ahead and type those in during the video and we'll answer them just in a moment.
Okay, so thank you for taking a few moments to view that video. Are there any questions that anyone has? Greg, have you heard of any questions?
A couple of them roll in, Rob. First one was on the luggage, the weight of luggage. You mentioned 50 pounds max. What about in business class? Any different, or is it still 50?
It is still 50. It is still 50 for business class, yes.
Okay, great. And what's the recommended transfer time in Taipei for transfers from other Asian countries to international
I think
flights
it
to
would.
North America?
Yeah, I think it would depend on the destination.
Okay.
I would go with the 2 hour. I think that when you book it, it probably mentions from destination to destination. I would go from hour and a half to 2 hours, perhaps.
Okay. Great. Great. And let's see.
I would add just check your minimum connect time when you do the booking.
Okay.
So.
Great. Someone commented they really liked your video, said it was really beautiful. I helped them understand the recliner seats and economy better. And they're asking about the availability of this presentation. I just want to reiterate that we did record this, so we will be sending a copy of the entire presentation to everyone that registered. So you'll get that in your email probably later today or early tomorrow. And I think that is all the questions we have, Rob, unless anything else you wanted to share with them.
Well, I just wanted to thank them. Thank you for your time. I know, of course, that there's a ton of options going to Asia nowadays. Maybe a question for you, Greg. Are the majority of your sub-agents in the